Why isn't the intro playing? Well, hello. Hey,
hello.
Dov, Josh.
Hey.
Thanks for coming.
Hey.
Hey. I am so happy to have you guys here with me because I don't want to make this kind of a mess all by myself.
Well, we are so glad we could help.
Oh, you want to be all partners in crime? Well, welcome everyone who decided to join us for our last minute live. I'm quite happy to see quite a few familiar faces in the chat. Yeah. Thank you very much. But watch it, guys. That damn bird that filed the TRO on me is in the chat. They're going to be mocked. They're going to be watching it. I heard they watch everybody. Like.
Yeah. Hang on, does this mean I need to get a restraining order out on the bird?
I heard the restraining order's on the way. I heard the holidays are over and I better watch myself. But I don't know. For all I know, there's stranger danger.
The bird is the word.
The bird. Yeah. No, I got to tell you, I love that damn bird. Okay, there go. I'm definitely getting a restraining order because I do. That bird cracks me up. They bring me quite a bit of snark every morning, and everybody knows I snark with my coffee. Go ahead. Yeah, Dad.
As far as I knew, they've got a media pass.
Oh, are they a journalist? No kidding.
Oh, wait.
Oh, really?
They've got a media pass? Oh.
They got a media.
That means they've got access.
They have access. They got a media pass here. That's for sure. Bingo, strike 2 on the TRO. Okay. So, getting out of the hot water, would you, Dov? Okay. So if you guys saw our hashtags, we're really going to go in. We are going to. We are actually the first thing that we would like to talk about, and hopefully you guys will recognize the name. If not, Davros is going to help us out here. But you guys want to talk about Jack Murphy because damn. When it comes to Jack Murphy, I should just let Dov start because
wow, just like you got to wow at this guy's like lack of.
Yeah, black holy fucking misogyny on wheels.
Yeah, but it's a lack of self-awareness.
No, self-awareness, the entitlement. I mean, my God.
Exactly.
Like, who the fuck dipped this shit in gold? Like, explain it to us, Stop, please. Tell the chat what we're talking about here because this is good shit. Go on.
Okay, I have a feeling a lot of the chat would have heard about Jack Murphy going nuts at Sydney Watson, right?
Who is another YouTube creator. She was doing a podcast type YouTube, and she had him on as a guest, yeah?
Yeah. And it's called You Are Here. She does it with another creator. I can never remember his damn name. But it's
Elijah.
the interaction, Elijah. It's the interaction between the two, because Sydney Watson read out a super chat, which is what they do, that was requesting Jack to talk about his silly cuck article. I'll go into that in a minute.
Wait. Now, maybe we should, tell them about the cuck article a little bit so they could understand.
All right. So the cuck article is a story about him and his woman, as I put it, of about 15 years younger than him, being given off to another man on Tinder or one of those apps, right? And he encouraged her to go and have coitus, right?
Oh, say it again.
Lovely word. Thank you there, Dov. Like, bringing the magic along.
Yeah. He condoned her going off, doing it with another man while he stayed at home, basically stroking himself, knowing that it was happening.
Well, we don't kink shame, but hail to the okay.
And this is why it's called the cuck article. It's the fact that she requested of him that she could go and do it, and then he gave it, like said, yes, you can.
So she requested. Well, that kind of the different light on it a little bit.
Oh no, but he was in on it though. That's like the whole misfortune of this thing.
In on it.
He wasn't really in on it. Kind of like a little bit.
If you want to get technical, he wasn't, but he knew about it.
Yeah, he did. Well,
but to talk a bit more about this Jack Murphy character, and I think his actual name's John Goldman. I think.
And he changed Jack Murphy. Wait a minute.
Yeah, what? I don't have my notes up because otherwise I may drop out of the call.
Just the idea of that is funny. We'll put a disclaimer. We here on this show do not know anything that we're fucking talking about. It is not facts. It is all YouTube gossip and Twitter gossip and Twitter shit. So don't
all official fuckery here.
Yeah, it's all. It's definitely you're here. You're here for the dumb fuckery, all of it, including us. Including us.
Yeah, and mostly us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's got this website called, I think it's called Liminal, and it got hacked, right?
Oh.
And now someone's got a whole bunch of metadata from it.
And they're probably like, holy shit, what the hell did I do? What do I want with this? Can you imagine? Here's the thing. That article out there, he put that article out there, like he actually published. What kind of shit do you think he keeps private?
But that was published in 2018. That's the funny thing.
Just his internet history.
Yeah. But here's the worst thing, right? So, okay. Numerous channels have called him out, including The Quartering, even Geeks and Gamers have called him out. Tim Pool had him on the show after the incident. There was numerous super chats.
Well, because the incident that actually happened is because I did interrupt you. So I'm just going to let them know. When Sydney read the super chat innocently, right? He quite frankly told her, we're not going to talk about that, and fuck you. Like, he was cursing at her very, very, like, not nice. And he told her to go fuck yourself and walk off the thing. And then, but the funny part is, if you play the whole video, they talked about it just a little bit before that, and he didn't really say, let's not talk about that or anything, like he never told them that, right, Dov? So then Jeremy, then poor Jeremy sticks his nose in. And I'm not like all in on Jeremy, but I give him his right to say whatever he would say. But what happens to him here is just too much. So go on, Dov, go on.
Yeah, so the Quartering reports on what happened between him and Sydney Watson because he's a commentator. Commentators do that, right? Yeah. Anyway, he makes a couple of remarks on Twitter. He gets a 7-day hiatus because Jack Murphy had a sook.
Yeah, he got suspended. Right.
Yeah.
He got, because Jack Murphy can't own up to what he put out there publicly on the internet, and he don't want to talk about it. But that he doesn't tell anybody. He doesn't want to talk about it. And that's the hypocrisy right there. Pull the shit down.
Could we say Jack is whack?
Jack is whack. Yeah, Jack likes to whack, apparently.
Well,
Now watching Jack is whack.
He's whacking Jack.
Yeah, whack Jack is whack. You know, that's the hashtag, people. Thank you. Jack is whack.
But just to put light on this for the men in the audience, he is one of those patriarchal misogyny fighters, you know, the MGTOW sort of kind of thing as well. Oh my God. Which he wanted to be like Jordan Peterson, right? But Jordan Peterson is intelligent.
Wait a minute. Wait, is that an wait a minute. Was that an oxymoron in the statement? Like, did you just like prove the definition right there for me? Did you just say Jordan Peterson was intelligent? Like here? What? Wait, really?
Compared to Jack Murphy? Yes.
Well, in comparison, but God, was that a
freaking Einstein compared?
Yeah, okay. That's another hashtag. Oxymoron equals Jordan Peterson is intelligent. Sorry, Dov, I just can't. It's hurting. It literally is hurting my brain a little bit, but I do get how bad Jack Murphy is now. If you're going to make that the comparison, I kind of get it. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. So anyway, Jack is whack. I'm sorry everyone doesn't know exactly who Jack Murphy is, but on the other hand, you guys are living in bliss. Don't go look. If you didn't know, don't go look. It's really bad. Like he is really that bad. That's why I had to say something. He is like he's walking. I don't want to know that. I'll tell you that.
but just a little history on why this guy is such a piece of crap. Okay. Wow. In 2015, he wrote an article about feminism and why it's bad, right? And he got kicked out of the DC General School District, right? He then defended it by saying it was satire. 3 years later, he comes out with the article we've already described, where he talks about his partner going off on a Tinder date. And it's, for me once, shame on me. Mm-hmm. For me twice, definitely shame on you. And the doubling down on it when he was
that's the thing that got me is that, you know, I could see it, you know, everybody has something from their past that dogs them around, you know, and none of us are perfect. Okay. It's all really how we handle it. Right. And so I'm going to be a little reasonable here, you know, a little out of character for the bear. But anyway, he could have just afterwards, even though he blew up on set and he caused a big stream, he's cursing at a very lovely person who always gives him grace, you know, lets him act like an ass on public all the time. Right. You know, and he's treating her poorly. He could have just owned it and said, I overreacted, or, hey, I just didn't want to deal with it. I should have let you guys know ahead. No, he goes on the attack. He's attacking everybody who has anything to say about this, right, Dob? He's hitting every video. He's hitting every YouTube. He's hitting every Twitter account. He's going on and he's going on a one-man Jack Murphy. My penis is bigger than you. Whack job to anybody that knows his name. And personally, I can't wait to get the pics. There, I hashtagged him. Let's see what happens. Let's see. I can't wait.
So basically, he was like, I'm a feminist. Keep your mouth shut, woman.
Yeah, that's right. I'm a feminist. I support women. Fuck you. Go do the dishes. I said what I said. Oh my God. It's so hypocritical. He's just like he's a walking hashtag at this point. I couldn't help it. And it is painful for me to even mention a misogynist on my channel because, you know, Bear's got a big chip about, you know, being called honey and all that other crap. But I just couldn't help it, and I'm glad it's the one.
But Claire, he basically owned himself by stating that his own missus went off and screwed around with another man.
I think
while he knew about it.
You know what? We could probably do a whole nother episode, a whole nother different style video on that or stream because there's something there to that. Like that kind of intrigued me. It's like, well, he thought he was getting what he wanted, right? Like he would be able to watch, like he thought this would be cool and whatever. But then when it came out, when he did the article and he started reading the comments and all of the men that he was trying to impress with, like, look what I can get my woman to do and look what I have, were like, dude, you're a cuck. Like it's a he was like, you know,
isn't that like
what?
Isn't he gonna start a new podcast where he's like a chicken and it's called the Cucking Cock?
Or the cocktails? Oh, the cucking.
You're killing me over here.
You know what? I'm not hanging with you guys too much. This is dangerous.
Right?
This is a once a month thing because you're gonna get me kicked from YouTube for sure. And I'm not even real yet.
The intro is just somebody strangling a chicken.
Oh God! I have to start. You know what? I love our chat. I love the people that come to watch this fuckery that we do because look at this. Oh my God! I gotta put this up. Okay, so Claire Bear. So like the nursery rhyme, Jack had a little patty whack and gave his girl a string.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's exactly
what we're trying to say here. Thank you for understanding our silliness. That definitely it. You know.
Anyway.
Hey, problematic. How are you today?
Don't bring that bone home. Leave it away.
Time to move along.
I know. Try to move along.
Wait, hang on. In that nursery rhyme, didn't Jack fall down and break his crown?
Oh, and Jill, Jill came flooding after.
Jill didn't come tumbling after him.
Oh no,
no.
I'd be going the other way, but you know.
No, because Jill went on Tumblr after him.
She went on Tumblr.
And Jill put her pics on Tumblr.
I didn't even think of that. Josh, you're killing me. I can't even talk.
Oh my God.
I'm so glad you're next, Josh, because I can't speak. Just go whenever you're ready to.
You think I can
around the
speak?
rosy?
Well, just to premise it, we also okay. Listen, we got to take a break from Jack because Bear's dying here. I'm gonna choke myself to death if we stay here.
Hey, don't talk about chickens and choking again.
No, don't just put Jack and his chicken away for a little while, please. Take that pecker out of here, and let's talk about YouTube pick a side, because if you guys, maybe you guys are more familiar with that if you're on Twitter or even on YouTube. A bit of a thing. I think you had a bunch to say because you checked out it the most.
Yeah.
So would you like to fill anybody in who just doesn't know any damn thing about it? Maybe they could.
Well, I can try and fill people in, although you turned around and said pick a side. Following on from that to this, it's made me think of like, well, you can pick a side of Jill or Jack. Anyway. Actually,
this one is you know, they're not all as hysterical as Jack, I'll tell you that.
No,
they are all ironic to all hell. They are the most ironic things that happened. And they're dripping with hypocrisy and all those things we love to just like poke at. So, you know, it may not be as funny because it had a real issue, right, Josh? It
did. The whole premise of pick a side was you either pick the children or you pick the people that I don't know whether you can say that word on YouTube.
Just call them
people who pick the children.
I'm not real, Josh. Go on. Say whatever you want.
So it was basically either the hashtag was either you pick a side of children or you pick a side of pedophiles. Mm-hmm. And because
it's all about the hypocrisy of YouTube policy.
And like basically it was Mama Max's video that brought it all out.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And so there is some. I watched Xylie's take on it. Hang on, I got this up in my notes. I watched Xylie Gets Real's video on it. I watched some Ordinary Gamers take on it, and I'm gonna butcher this name, Penguinzo. Oh. Is that how you pronounce that name?
Penguino.
Penguino.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes, I linked that one too. Yep, Penguino. Mm-hmm.
But
and
Mudahar's take was brilliant.
is that
If people don't know, that's Some
the
Ordinary
gamer.
Gamer.
Yeah,
Some
Ordinary
Ordinary
Gamer.
Gamer.
I linked that one also if you'd like, guys. They're short.
Yeah,
They're
his
short.
take on it was brilliant. So his take on it was from like the YouTuber side of things, like if I'm remembering this correctly, because I've watched all those 3 videos again. The whole point of it was, if you're an investigator, like people do it on YouTube, they investigate pedophiles and things like that, how their content is being suppressed by YouTube because of the content that they're putting out. Like it would be classed as like the darker sided content, I guess. But
yeah, go on.
But
Sorry.
basically the pedophiles aren't being suppressed, but the people who investigate them are. And it's so the pick a side YouTube was sort of like, come on YouTube, wake up, look at this stuff, look at what's happening. You need to sort out your platform. However, I think where Mama Max fell apart in his take on it was, it kind of felt more like a personal attack on the creators that he wasn't getting attention from. That's one. And so it was sort of like,
he threw a little fit, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. And those are the creators that he called out in his live as well.
Yeah, this is his little post with his little emojis next to them, what he thought about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't kiss my butt hard enough.
Yeah, basically. And I feel, and I think the message of pick a side was sort of lost because of the people that he was having a fit with. And I think if you disagreed, like I just turned around and said, if you turned around and said that you disagreed with his video, a lot of his fans were like, oh, so you're a pedophile sympathizer. And it's like, no, we just disagree with his side, like that take on it. We don't, like, of course we're for the children. Like, come on, people. But a lot of people, I'm going to butcher his name again. I can't pronounce his name properly. Penguino?
Just say that penguin guy on the YouTubes with an O.
Penguin. He's linked below. We'll give him full credit.
Yeah, because in his video, when he came out and turned around and said something along those lines, people came for him and were calling him a pedophile sympathizer as well. And it's like, ooh.
It was unfortunate. Like picking the sides, instead of picking a side with YouTube or pedophiles, they started picking the sides against other creators, is what happened. It's what made it a whole mess.
It did. And that's the danger when, I mean, the sentiment behind pick a side YouTube is great. Like, it's trying to tackle the issues that YouTube has. It's a great sentiment. However, it creates a problem as well that people don't usually foresee. Of like, if you disagree with the person that made the hashtag pick a side, like in the context of his video, you instantly labeled the other side. And it's like, no, we just disagree with some of the things in his video. Although that happens across YouTube anyway.
Adds a bunch of fuckery to a clear stance here. And it's like the drama that it involved, it just totally took away
the message
from the whole point.
Yeah, it did.
I know. It did, because it was a very, I was glad to see somebody speaking about it at first, until they all started to go a little astray, because it is quite horrendous that all you have to do is mention that is going on, and you get demonetized. These smaller creators, mid-sized creators, anybody who's even bringing it up, they get the financial impact. They get the, duct tape across the mouth by YouTube, so to speak. And the actual ones that you're trying to bring attention to that are doing something wrong are just out there, and it just continues.
Wow.
So it's quite a bunch of hypocrisy. I mean, larger accounts like Sloan get slapped, and like he's got every right to talk about it if he wants. He's not being disrespectful. He's not, trying, but it's like a hidden secret. It's almost like YouTube doesn't want anybody putting a finger on it, because then maybe YouTube might have to do something about it. And I'm sure,
I mean,
I'm under the radar enough that I haven't just stuck my foot in this, but I'd stick by what I said. It is the hypocrisy. I'm not saying anything that's not going on here. They are, the smaller channels are getting the penalties, and the larger channels are not. We see other channels like the Dad's Challenge podcast, who goes after this stuff with hidden child porn, and even with some of the other larger bloggers who show their children and what people are doing with those files, and he gets a lot of black for that. But it is important.
There's something you're forgetting.
It's the other side of the coin, it's just the other side of the coin, and he has every right to talk about it. What? Yes, Tom?
There's something you are forgetting, though, Claire. It's that they're also calling out the news broadcasters such as CNN, NBC, and Fox, because they're putting their articles about this stuff on YouTube, and it's allowed to play.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's allowed to play. You mean like they're pulling out the pedophiles, or they're what?
Well, even if they're just reporting on it, right? But they're allowed to report on it, but we aren't.
But that's
so
another.
Is it a size matters? Is that what it is?
No,
YouTube? Like
you know what that is? That's a money matters thing.
Well, that's
James
what
Charles still has
size
a channel,
matter.
Money Matters.
What about that? Say that again.
I said James Charles still has a channel, Money Matters.
Yeah. When that's size, then when I say size, I'm talking the green box there, because size is what matters.
We're not talking about Jack.
Money on YouTube. I mean, you got to be you got to be pulling in a little bit of rent. What it is an important.
You're talking about pennies on the dollar.
Yeah. We are. All right, but the other thing is, Max left. Okay,
he did.
Yeah, Max said, "Ciao, see ya." Okay.
Bye.
He said, "I had a phone call with YouTube yesterday. We had an unexpectedly successful conversation about pushing the future of the platform in the right direction. I will be meeting up with the representative in person soon to discuss the details, and will not stop hounding them until great changes have been made to the benefit of us creators." Yay, Max. I want to extend my sincere gratitude to all of you for spreading the word, both positive and negative. And I want to apologize to all of the creators I dragged into this, except Shane, fuck him, as well as take the time to talk about all of my colleagues who accepted the invitation to appear in my video. You're all the most amazing and beautiful friends a man could ever ask for. I thank you so much for everything. Looks like YouTube takes our side, and I can't wait to see what 2022 brings us. I'm going to get off Twitter now and go back to my hole to make my regular content. I wish you all the best, and please stay safe out there. Happy New Year, everyone. Yay, Max. Well, this is a time when actually some discourse actually did something, if it comes to play. I'm holding out to see. I love you, Max.
Yeah.
Thank you for your voice. It was a little, I do feel you slammed a few people a little harshly, but I am kind of with you with the fuck Shane thing, because coming back from what, dude? Like what?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And yet he, and it's not about all of the past stuff. Believe me, everything he did was in the past that they're blaming for. You know what I blame him for? His goddamn attitude about the whole thing the whole time he was here. Like that's what I blame him for. And then acted like he's gonna come back like we missed him that fucking much. Like no, dude. Accountability first. Could you start with the A and then a C and then a C. Then maybe I'll talk to you. But anyway, I'm kind of with Max on that one. And I'm sorry to my friends that love Shane. I still love you. I just don't love Shane. Okay, let's be clear. I love you all. I just don't like Shane very much. As a creator, as a person, he's probably, I don't know. I don't want to know him. But as a creator, can't stand his attitude about it. And he was good too. It's a shame. It's a lot of lost talent because he was pretty good as far as drama videography. Like he could sell shit, right? We could say that. All right. So, Pickle, you ready?
Moving on.
Wait, if you're finished, Josh, I'm so rude. You can bash.
That was pretty much it. Yeah.
I'm waiting for the Professor Owl here to keep me in check. With that,
right?
Could we talk about that crop later? I have plans for Friday for that thing.
Oh. Ooh. She's got plans for. She's got plans for me, people.
No, the crop, Josh.
Oh God.
I do. Yeah.
Whip it good.
No. All right. I'm sorry. I got sidetracked. Anyway,
I'm leaving that one alone.
I don't. The respect coming from you right now, I can't even handle. I'm getting hot flashes. I'm telling you, this might work for you, dude. Anyway, Pickle, would you like to go?
Yeah, let me cool you down because this one will make your blood run cold.
Will it?
No. Yeah.
We're gonna talk about Tits McGee.
I'm talking about something.
Oh, you're talking about something?
So I'm gonna talk about this. I'm going to hold my personal opinion till the end, but then I have a personal message for this creator.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is when once we thought we saw all the fuckery there could be. SSniperWolf was like, hold my beer.
Oh, hold my because I can't even hold my beer. Listen, the hypocrisy, like I can't even with like if you don't even have to scratch the surface because the dirt flies up and hits you on the face with this girl.
It'll blind
all you have to do is put her name in and it's like boom. Yeah. Right there. Oh my God. It was
so I think we've linked the GoFundMe, but as the story goes.
Yes.
So officially she has been deemed the POS of the internet by Keemstar.
Yeah, and that's saying something. Yeah.
That's saying something, yeah. She's been around for like 8 years, and like I guess everybody kind of knew that she was like, because she's a reaction channel, but she used to be a Call of Duty YouTuber. So like everybody kind of knew she was like whatever. So there's a little girl who is dying of terminal cancer, like literally has days, weeks at best to live. A child. And so Adam 22 from the No Jumper podcast reaches out to Keem and he's like, yo, there's this 10-year-old girl dying of cancer and she wants to video chat or call with SSniperWolf because that's like her hero. And Keem was like, no dice. She's the POS of the internet. It's not going to work out. Well, somehow they got her in contact. SniperWolf, they got her in contact with the mother of the child. And they set a date and scheduled a time. SniperWolf blows off the call for 78 hours because she was out partying.
What? She was what?
Partying.
Something so
Eating
important.
cake.
Something like so absolutely had to get done like right then because that vodka shot and that piece of cake was like all that.
Super important, apparently.
Oh,
and a bit more.
So Keem calls her out for it, and she goes on the defensive. And I mean, even so much as to say, like, I'm not required to do this. I don't have to.
Did that? She said,
100%.
Oh my God.
The Drama Alert website is linked, and it's got everything.
It does. Yeah, people, go ahead, come for me. I linked Keem. He deserves credit for this. I actually retweeted him several times.
When he's right, he's right. I'm sorry.
When you're right, you're right.
Yeah.
When you're right, you're right. Even Keem's right. Sometimes.
A broken clock can be wrong.
A blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
Exactly. Well, I'm not going to go that hard on Kim because I do support his right to be the fucking asshole he is. At least he owns it. Like, I give him props. You know, he does. Do whatever you want, Kim. You're successful at it.
But it's like,
own it. You're not hiding it. Do you?
Just the most like, and the thing is, like, here's the thing: Keemstar is super popular and super successful. And I mean, I know people could argue that, but like, the man has a lot in his corner. So if Keemstar is like, yo, you should do this, then like, you should probably do this.
Do it, yeah.
But she's very self-absorbed. But I wanted to address her specifically, just one-on-one.
Yep.
She uses her name publicly. It's Leah. So this is my message to Leah. So Leah, as someone who relies on the good graces of fans and followers to continue to fund your ill-begotten lavish lifestyle, I would think that a simple video would just be effortless. You know, since you make videos pandering to 20-something lonely dudes playing video games in their mom's basement. So it would have been a nice change of pace from those simps throwing money at your little average self to be slightly charitable. Childhood cancer is like, it's an actual tragedy, unlike your fears of potentially being seen as completely selfish, a twat waffle.
Twat waffle.
Yeah.
You're actually
possibly losing a few subs. So imagine the suffering of a sick child with little hope left. And like, she thought enough of you to wish to speak to you as one of her last actions on this earth. So this could have been like a career defining moment. If you had done it right.
Well, if it matters, if you want to be recognized as a human being when you're
if you wanted to do it, exactly.
But Claire,
it
was defining.
Yeah. It was.
It
did
defined
define
her as a piece of shit.
It was. And you know what? She spent more time answering those damn DMs publicly and on Twitter and defending herself than it took her to freaking respond to that mother after the mother. And let's be clear, that mother blocked her first and contacted Keem because they had cut off communication before she actually did that.
Exactly.
She calls back, like 12 hours later with, I did call the girl and I spent like 2 hours with her and I sent her an upload. And we're like, yeah, because Keem handed your ass to the internet, girl.
Yeah, that's why I would literally, like, my whole point is, like, you know what will take a creator? Being shitty to your subs. But who are we to demand too much of Precious when she's eating cake?
Yep. Oh, and always with the insight here. Always, I love you, girl. I'm telling you, she's like, yep. And didn't she also tell the mother, don't make it public? I don't want people thinking I'm doing this kind of shit.
She knew like, what she was
doing. Don't worry, Snipe. Don't worry, Snipe. Nobody fucking thinks you're gonna do this shit now. No, don't worry. Your reputation
literally
is shitty.
The joke.
You back that sewer up.
Can I? Let me say. I'm going to say something, and I'm going to take full responsibility for it. I think that she's worse than Jeffree Star. I'm just saying.
You know, you're right. When Jeffree Star was playing. Let's be clear. I'm no fan of of Jeffree Star, but let's just be clear that Jeffree Star is playing the character. He damn well knows it, and he damn well plays it well. Okay, I've followed Jeffree Star for years. He's one of the first YouTube rock star, trouble, problematic bullshit. It was just fascinating. But he's a character, and he is playing a part. He damn well knows it. He lets you know it. So this is different than Snipe with their little fake ass glasses to try to look smart.
That's what I was saying. Like, look how fragile she showed herself to be by being like, oh, please don't tell anybody I shit all over your terminated child. Like ill child.
I'd rather eat cake and do Devaka shots than make a 10-minute phone call. Because really, how long would it take? It took her longer to fight Keem on Twitter than it did to do the right thing.
Yes.
And she did all the fighting first. Like, girl. Like,
Claire.
God, you know, if it was me, I would have did the thing first and then came out swinging with the thing. You know, but no.
Claire.
Dav.
I wonder if Darman will have her on again after these little things.
Well, now that her little innocent, like those were real. Darman did videos with her all about doing the right thing and helping middle schoolers with bully problems. And I watched some of those, and Dov made me piss my pants because I was laughing so hard. Like, that's Sniper? Like, that's Sniper? No.
Right.
No. Are you sure? And he's like, yes. Look at the face. Look at that's her. I'm like, no. And Dov,
that's why I said average looking.
Oh no. Yeah, she used the internet. She's like both sides of the coin at the same time, but like when you're out here, at least own it. Like, pick a side, girl. You're gonna be evil, or you're gonna be goody two shoes, because you can't be bitching about us finding out about it evil when you make it so goddamn awful.
Yeah.
And then try to put that goody two shoes, you know, they just draw me that way. She's no Jessica. I'll tell you that.
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
Jessica, that cartoon owns her. You know, fucking Sniper is back there hiding behind her fans, who are all, you know, you got to read the comments. You want to really know what Sniper Wolf's gig is, man? Go look at the comments of the people who were defending her.
Yeah.
Stuff that they were coming up with. It's like they really had
nobody's whose panties are that tight should have to do anything.
Exactly. And what are they, like 80? Like, and I'm not saying. Oh, I'm not even going to say it. The percentages. I'm not even gonna go there. I can't. I don't want to.
But she's a twat waffle.
She's just go there.
I just realized.
I just
realized a pickle picked on a wolf.
A pickle picked and beat her down. She pickled her down. She vinegared up and pickled her down. No, definitely. That was a hot mess. And if you guys weren't following it on Twitter and YouTube, it was quite fun to watch back and forth. Everybody was doing something on it. It was trending for a while, but the hypocrisy was just, I just couldn't believe it. And then the true irony of the whole thing for me is that I was retweeting Keem for like 3 days. Like, this is traumatic for me. I can't tell you what a hot mess my DMs were. They were like, Claire, have you lost your fucking mind? Do you realize you're retweeting Keem? I'm like, yes, he's right. Like, did you read it? They don't even get, that's not fair. Like, I have to stick up for him a little bit here. They don't even get past his name. They don't even care what the tweet said. They just saw his name and they hopped in my DMs and said a whole bunch of shit. But
they all loved him when he was going after somebody else, and you know who I'm talking about.
But this is like, you know, how could you? You know, you don't like misogyny. You don't like this. I said, I don't care. He's not misogyning on me. He's not. I'm not the 20-year-old he's dating, and I don't care. Let him do his thing. He's successful at it, and he owns it. He doesn't care. He's the kind of, if you're going to be problematic, be that kind of problematic. Like, own it. That's all I have.
Speaking of Keemstar, did you hear that Trisha Paytas is now a Wiccan?
Oh, God.
Oh, don't get me started on that freaking.
All right, we'll save that for the next show.
Is that the only thing left on the list that Trisha Paytas hasn't been? Because, like, come on.
I'm waiting for her to go into Scientology. But I think that's probably too expensive for her blood.
Oh, God. I hope she does it right before I start my series. That would be, like, the icing on the cake.
They won't touch her.
Oh, my God. No, she has money. They might. Wait, let's be
but she's too much of a liability.
She'd come out and tell all the secrets. I saw L. Ron Hubbard's dead hand.
But I won't tell you what I did with his hand until the next show.
Oh my God, save that for mayhem. See you Friday, people. L. Ron Hubbard's hand shows up with that crop. That's it. No, anyway. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about was would bring it down a little bit from that hot mess of that. That's cool over there. Oh my God! But Ghislaine Maxwell. Oh my God! You know, it was kind of nice that they got her guilty, right? But I have to.
Oh no, they didn't. Not according to her.
Well, yes, because one charge. It wasn't all the charges. It was just 6 out of 7. My God, that means she must be innocent. Yeah. Okay. That's very funny. Duff. It's a bit of a hot mess because she truly does believe that she didn't do anything wrong and she stands behind it. What really gets me is that she got guilty and they wanted to win so bad that they allowed the Black Book to be locked up as part of the agreement for sentencing. And
I just can't get over that.
Quite a few people, doing streams about it. There's this guy Logic, Joe Neerman. Dov, do you know him? I linked him below, people. He was following the case the whole time. He's a little out there. He's a little hard to take, but he did make some really, really good points. So if you want to know what the issues are and how they settled this thing and how they're going to be going through with the settling, you gotta watch some of his stuff because he points it out. It was crazy, that trial. She didn't want to testify. She had nothing to say because she's innocent, right, Dov? Because as far as she's concerned, being all scholarly and a lawyer and everything, she says they didn't make their case.
Guilty people normally remain silent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, innocent people are usually screaming from the rooftop, yes? And
I mean, she was screaming about the inhumane, she didn't get to have any really good food.
Yeah, her Perrier was flat and her steaks weren't done to her liking. Like,
right.
The
sheep weren't perfectly sewn by little Asian people hands.
I know. What there's even more issue it, and I'm sorry, I don't want to get all like international on y'all or anything, but has anybody watched the way the UK, the Mail and everybody is like covering it? They're like, okay,
oh yeah,
it's like, oh, our girl, like, oh, our poor girl, and I'm like, are you crazy? Are you out of your
They're
mind?
trying to cover for their poor prince who's up next.
Oh yeah, and that's you know what? This is where you gotta wonder how much pressure from everybody in that book, like. I don't know about you guys. Well, I'll just say it. I am so surprised she's actually walking the earth right now. Like with that book. Think about that book. How is it that she is here? Like that must be something, She's
just having a bad week. Her husband left her
some
too.
Really powerful people behind her, and that's the only way they got away with it as long as they did. And it just goes to show you that powerful people with all that money, they are crappy pedos too. They are humans also. Just like many of us, they are just horrible individuals also. They just have the money to keep it behind doors a little bit better and to pay for it.
But the worst is the ones that say they're religious.
Oh, yeah.
Because most of them do.
They all end up religious in the end, though. Oh God, please help me.
Well, they're heading for that little tiny cell. Yes, they do. I would imagine they're praying all the time. But
only time I'm religious when I climax.
Oh God, I knew you were going to say that.
I do not think anybody here came to hear that, Dov. I certainly didn't have it in the description of the
Dirty Dov rears his head again.
Dirty Dov. Oh my God.
Come on. I went 47 minutes holding my tongue.
You did.
Well, I give you credit for the time, but could you continue? We've got a long way to go, dude. Like, don't be putting right.
But can you go 47 minutes moving your tongue? Because that's the
no, Pickle. We're going to talk about the queen of.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, you and Pickle can go have a private about that later. But right now, I want to talk about the biggest hot mess right now.
Oh my God!
The internet, at least in her freaking mind, at least in her mind only.
Just remember, this is all your fault, no matter what.
It is all my fault, right? It's all my fault. This is my fault. Oh, yes. I am not responsible for that person. How dare you, Pickle? Oh my God, we're drawing lines here. People, this is the next YouTube beef. Me and Pickle right here.
Because, Pickle.
Listen, I am not claiming the hot damn mess of Creepshow art. No way, no how, no fuck. No. Don't know her, don't want to know her. Oh yes, okay, I associated like slightly. But it's not my fault, Pickle. It's not my fault. It's not my fault at all.
Creepshow says it is. She says it's everybody's fault, but hers.
It's okay. So in that, I'm with all of you because actually, if you were a fan or everything, she don't like you people. She detests you. She was like, "Get the hell out of my follows. Go away. If you're supporting me and you want me back on the internet." fuck you. I mean, I believe those might be close to the exact words.
I think they are.
Yeah, this was bad, people. First of all,
yeah.
Can anybody in the chat want to tell me why? Why now? Did any of you call her? Did you do a summoning spell?
Whose fault is it?
Yes.
Well,
who had her on Santa's list? Come on, people, fess up. Who the hell's idea was it to let Creep know that we might want her to come back with this kind of shit? Because
I was kind of bored, so I thought, why not bring Creepshow back?
Oh God. And then she whacked you with 91 pages of redundant content. Just another diatribe of everything she's done before that she thinks, like, calling us all stupid for not knowing all this. How the hell are we supposed to know who the hell Emily Artful hung out with in middle school? And why the fuck do we care? Like, this is crazy.
I'm not a stalker, but Emily used to brush her teeth with Colgate when she was in 7th grade.
I know, and it should have been sitting. God damn it, the hell! Like, damn you, Emily Artful! How dare you? Creepshow said you chose the wrong toothpaste.
And by the way, those pink walls, the amount of time she mentioned the pink walls, I was like,
yeah.
And I had orange walls at one point. You want to track that down too?
Yeah. But how do you know she had pink walls if you're not a stalker?
Yes, but I was just going to say, Pickle. It isn't the walls for me. It's the fact that she even knows about it. Because she's crying all the time. I was stalked. They're so horrible to me. 8 years of hell. You have no idea. All those socks after me all the time. It was them. And oh, by the way, this is who she went to middle school with. This is what she used to brush. There's walls at any given time. Because Creepshow art is creeping, no doubt about it. If there's a creep,
but you turned around and said that she has all these socks, right?
Oh God, yeah. And
she showed her socks.
Didn't even address it though. Accidentally exposed herself about Amy, right? Like, what do you think about the Amy thing?
Yeah, well, that whole Amy thing, it's like, oh girl, you really thought showing what you showed in that video, she did a whole thing. She did a whole thing about like, oh, Amy's my stalker, and then in her emails it was like, love from Amy. So is Amy a fictional person or a real person?
No, because
the Britney Spears song, "If You See Amy Tonight."
Yeah, if you see Amy tonight, run. No, but the story was she used to say that Amy was her stalker. Okay. And now Amy was a name she made up to hide her own real name of Shannon. So who the hell is Amy? Like, it's this bear's opinion that Amy is one of the 1,787 socks that belong to Shannon. Creepshow up. Because she didn't even address that at all. She didn't address the locale. Kind of hanging her ass out on an IP. They have a policy about you're not supposed to promote yourself. Everybody can come in there and do whatever they want. But their issue with her was she was using the socks to promote her own channel and to cause drama to promote her own channel. Like, she was actually coming at herself with her own IP address on different accounts. And, they didn't really care about some of the stuff that she was saying because they didn't get into the friend drama. But the other part of that is she had a whole group of friends that were supporting her that she was talking trash about on the regular.
Well, that's just
the number of socks.
She did it. All of this she did in the echo chamber. People like Tipster was like, come talk to me. She still to this day has not spoken to anybody.
No, she did talk to Tipster before she left. She did. I do believe they did talk,
but not about like that. He
wouldn't give him any information or discuss the problem, and he was offering support and he wanted information because those kind of friends, that's pretty tight. Those guys there. If you're telling the truth and you got problems, they don't care you're not perfect because none of them are perfect, right? None of them are perfect. As far as a friend group goes, they will bash each other, call each other out, do this, but they will stand up for you if you tell the truth and whatever, and you owned it the right way. They be there for you. Okay. All they want is accountability. And they want to make fun of you a little bit because they all have those parody, snarky commentary. You have to have a thick skin, but that's the group she was in, and she could have depended on it. Instead, she's talking shit about them, ghosted them, And then here's the irony, the hiccup. This gets me. And then blames everybody for not supporting her.
Yes.
Find out the truth. You didn't.
Right, yeah.
If you think I did this,
yeah.
Her thing is, you think I did this? Fuck you. If you don't think I did this, fuck you. What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Everything was, it's all you. You did it. I'm innocent. This is all right. This is my 2.5 hour tantrum. Wham. I'm like, this is it. And just, you know, and don't talk to me again. Like, I'm not talking to you, but here, read this, watch this 2.5 hour video and read these 91 pages. But I won't talk to you. I don't want anything to
What
do
about
with
the blatant lie that either the issue had been resolved legally and she came out?
Oh, that,
you know what? Of it?
That did it for me. Like, as soon as I read that, and I knew neither one of those had happened. And I think if you want to know about that issue there, I think Beauty Demon in her video, she actually talked to Emily, and Emily was talking about the lawyers' meeting or whatever like that, or she did try to back it up, like what actually happened. And yes, there was a cordial agreement where Emily voiced that she would not talk about this anymore. And as soon as Emily said she wouldn't talk about this anymore, out of the box comes Shannon, saving the monetization of her channel, with 2.5 hours of whatever that was, you know. And can you just picture it? Can you picture Shannon at the keyboard writing that stuff? You get like any pictures of like a rabbit mouse or
I mean, it was
going
literally
and going. Yeah, huh?
That she needs to go get some help, because like seriously, the amount of hate and disdain you would have for another human being to literally stalk them for that many years, just because you guys shared a partner at one time, not even at the same time, but at one time, and all of it got culminated into this 2.5 hour video. There's just like some real mental illness going on there. Not an excuse.
No, but that's where my mind is sort of like all roads lead back to the husband, and it's like,
Well, it does seem a bit petty that way on both sides. Listen, I'm not going to say Emily wasn't horrible. Anybody that followed Emily for years knows that she was pretty trashy herself and did some pretty awful things. But on that end, she's at least trying to own it a little bit. Not that I give it all. Listen, I'm still kind of on the fence about that whole thing with Emily. Like, I don't know how much of that is true about the boy, the man they have in common later causing the problems. I think there might be a little bit of tension between the two women because of the shared man. I mean, because that does happen. I mean, I watch TV. You know, I have
sounds to me like the boyfriend husband was laying in bed with Creepshow one night and was like, God, you remind me of my ex Emily, and Creepshow saw red and it's just never died down.
Well, I don't know. I think they knew each other even before that. Like, you know, so but you know, a slipped name could have done it for sure. Yeah, Duff.
Oh, Daddy.
Daddy?
What?
She said it.
Oh my
God. But you know, a thought came into my head. You know, when you were asked, can you imagine somebody sitting there typing rapid fire? It just made it pick. The picture I had in my head was, I don't know whether you guys have seen it, when Gabby Hanna did that.
Oh, the manic one? The manic one?
That came into my head, and I was just like, put Shannon's head there, and it's like, I can imagine it. I can see it.
Yeah, it is a little obsessive, the wording. And also, it kind of starts over again. You know, glutton for punishment, I do like to read. I mean, it's like, okay, I'm going to talk about it. I kind of have to know, so I kind of read it. Yeah, I read it. And it repeats.
Don't you have something for us?
I do, actually. There's somebody knocking at the door. And before we finish up, we're going to enter this. Before we do that, let's just say, does anybody else on the panel have anything to say about any of these other hot messes at all?
Welcome to YouTube, people, where mess happens on the daily.
On the daily.
Yeah. I'll call them cockwombles.
Oh!
All of them.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show, Davros. Okay, it is a mess, and I enjoy talking about hot mess because, you know, this is just a peek, people, of this is what goes on with with these guys all the time. We've been talking about this stuff on and off all week, and we needed to put it to rest. So we came out here and tortured you all with it because we couldn't get rid of it. So we figured we'd tell the universe how we felt about it.
Yeah, but this has been a lot tamer.
We would share our fuckery with you.
Are you saying this is tamer than what we do? No, girl, you should just let the secret out of the box. Yeah. Hey,
whose box?
That's a nice lead-in. I'm gonna be a YouTuber now. Okay, get ready. They told me I got to be a YouTuber at least once a day. You ready for my YouTube moment? Here you go.
We're ready for your moment.
You ready? Because since you mentioned that, Pickle, once I get to 1,000 subscribers, and people, I'm not there yet. I'm not real. I am nowhere near there yet. You gotta help me. You know, if you want to keep me here, you do have to help me and get me there. Because with 1,000 comes memberships, and with memberships comes Discord, and with Discords comes this shit that Pickle's talking about. This Pickle does every day.
You get all of this.
And you get.
If you guys want to hear me talk shit for an extended period of time, just sub.
And hear me cackle like an uncontrolled bear unbelievably regularly. But we also have intelligent conversations. We're not always shit stirrers like these about these big YouTubers, but we do have fun. And I do want to offer it to people, but it is part of the membership program, and I can't get there. I'm stuck. So I need your help. So subscribe, like, comment, do all the YouTubey things, because when it comes down to it, I'm not just a bear. I'm a fucking YouTube bear. And I want to stay here because I like talking with you guys. And I like doing this shit. Even this shit. The shit. On the way, man, I got somebody knocking. Right now, I need to play for you all. We have an exclusive interview. And hold on a second. I gotta get it. Nope, I gotta get it. Tech difficulties. I failed. I'm going to get killed. Okay, wait. I can't get it to stop. Wait. Stop it.
I recognize that.
I know. So do I. I'm excited. I'm wetting myself here. You better stop, people. This is hot. We have an exclusive interview, you know, we have an exclusive interview of Creepshow art.
Oh my God.
With Mocking Media.
Oh.
They went there, those brave damn birds. And you wonder why I just stand this bird. They're so brave. They actually got her. Here we go.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see.
Welcome back to another episode of Mock Stream. Today, we talk with Creepshow art and the voices in her head. Let's get started. Creep, thank you for making time for us in your very, very open schedule. Holy shit. Creep, when I said that we were going to talk to you and the voices in your head, I was being sarcastic. Can we drop the socks and just talk one-on-one? Do you think you can handle that? I'm trying to understand why you claim that you never stalked Emily. Yet you show journal entries, old Twitter accounts, old Facebook accounts, old MySpace accounts, and old DeviantArt accounts from when Emily was 13 years old. Can you explain any of this? I'm also wondering why you said that your stalker, Amy, was real and not Emily. After all, you showed screenshots of yourself emailing someone named Amy, but in your community post, you said Amy was a pseudonym that you created to keep your own name a secret. Care to explain that one? I also don't understand why you got all salty with your former friends for not defending you, but earlier you said that they shouldn't defend you. I mean, what the You have also said that Amy had made a lot of posts that were hateful towards fat people and women, but you yourself have made racist, homophobic, transphobic, misogynistic, and bigoted statements on LOL. Anything ringing a bell yet? Here's a little tipster for you. If all else fails, you could always go back to living in a van. Down by the river. Well, that's our show today. Join us next time when we discuss multiple personality disorders and people that can actually draw. Thanks for stopping in. Goodbye.
Oh God, he's the fucking stalker's real. Dude, oh my God, guys. Yeah, shout out to those brilliant, this is why I'm going to get a stop. I can't help it. I'm sorry. I'm snickering through the whole thing. I apologize, people. It will be dropping soon. That was the exclusive, but damn, they nailed it. Fucking that line about tipster. Oh, all right, on that, I gotta compose myself.
I just feel like we all have to say in a van down by the river together at the same time.
Yes, like here's your tipster of the day. You do better. I can't even. Go ahead, Tickle. Go ahead. I can't.
That's my line, mocking in a van down by the river.
I can imagine it was a tough interview. I am proud of you, mocking. You got her down to 1, but we don't know if it was a real one. What? Are you sure you weren't talking to Amy? Are you sure? Because
so tough he had to take the holy water with him for protection.
It was Brill. I mean, as usual, well snarked, and God, the I gotta say, their freaking video skill knocks it out of the park. These guys are classy and glossy.
Classy.
Yeah, and what? No, don't get me started. I'm going to get a TRO. Shut up. No. And that, I think we're ready to go. I think we covered everything, and we better not overstay our welcome. And I missed with poor. I need a priest.
So how many hashtags are we up to?
Atheists, they're not going to help me. There's no priest and rabbi going to come anywhere near me, dude. I'm out here on my own. Anyway,
technically, I've been ordained online, so if you need some help, just give the pickle a call.
Hashtag that one.
Oh my God. I'm glad you all enjoyed that account as much as I do. It's going to be a mass TRO now, dude. Like, I've got company. Like, I have friends now that all love you as much as I do. If you say it more, it won't look so bad when I do it. So go out there and retweet when this drops later. I do believe, if I did get the memo correctly attached to the front of the TRO that blackmailed me into playing this, that you would be dropping this.
Was it a cease and desist?
No, it was like a temporary for the TRO that says if you don't want this filed, drop this exclusive and I'll give you another week. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But so anyway, it is going to drop at midnight tonight. So share the hell out of this because Creep wants to come back. Like, let's welcome her, people. Let's fucking welcome her with Snark out the everything. Ooh. Yeah, let's welcome her. Welcome back, Creep. Yeah, you're gonna be sorry you asked for this. But anyway, anybody got anything? Dab, thank you for hanging the whole time. I know you're busy, and it was really nice to have you here. And Pickle,
you overstepped my lunch.
Yeah, well, thank you for. I'm not gonna say it. Save it for me. Thank you.
Thanks for making us your lunch.
Yeah, thanks. I wasn't going to say that, but okay. And Josh, thank you for bringing the crop and the prop and all of that.
Anytime.
Yeah, that was so cool. I hope you all had a little fun because damn, this was fun. This was a little bit of fun. We ran. Oh no, they're going to come for us. We're 8 minutes over. Damn, I swore we could do it in 60. I got to trim. Okay, it's all my fault, people. I talk too much. All right, and on that, I'm gonna put the lovely outro on. We will see you all again tomorrow. Is what, Wednesday? Oh, we all have the day off. We'll be hanging, looking for new content in Discord, doing this.
Yeah.
And then on Thursday we will be over on True Serial doing true crime at 7:00. But before that, we get to talk Creepshow art again over on Sage. which is Jamal's second channel. We're going to do another whole thing with Xylee, with commentary, Kelly and Josh and myself and Jamal, the Dark Magician. We will all be there at 4 o'clock on Thursday. It's on my community tab if you would like to check that out. And I will be tweeting out that video probably tomorrow morning for you all and put it on the community tab. Hope to see you there. Friday is the return of Mayhem and the return of Six Pack in the morning. I can't wait. And the return of Tits Out. I'm busy Friday, people. I'm busy.
The bear's busy. The bear's busy.
No, but I love Six Pack because they're my mates. They are so intelligent and funny, and I always have a good time. And it has to be a good time if I get my lazy bear ass that's up all night up at 6 a.m. in the morning to go join them on the other side of the world.
Doesn't Hereticals have the best troll?
They do. That dirty Davros. Oh, wait. Oh, he's here. Pickle, why didn't you stop me? you promised you were going to keep me from talking bad about Dav when he's right here in front of me. No, but Dav is my favorite troll. He's my favorite troll, actually. Because, you got to be a happy troll. You got to be a damn good happy troll. And yes, almost the doctor is going to be there. Huh?
Does he live under a bridge down by the river?
I think I don't know, but if Creepshow takes the advice, I don't want to go down by the river anymore.
I'm just a grumpy old troll. Lives under that bridge.
Under that, down by the river is going to be with all those damn socks and creep. Creep at 1,784 socks or whatever it is. I don't know. Did anybody count them? I don't know. This is exercise week. Anyway, you're making me late. I'm going now. Now stop, people. We're out. We're really out. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. I will see you Friday morning if I don't see you Thursday. Okay.